Hey guys, this is Jason with Watching Listen and Sound Revolution. I'm with.
Quay the artist, aka Black Star Boy, live and direct. Yeah.
So you're in Houston, Texas. You just performed your sophomore album at Sound Revolution. How are you
Sir.
feeling?
I'm feeling elated. I'm feeling huge. I'm feeling magnified. I love this feeling. It's crazy. I feel good.
So you just performed your sophomore album. Tell me a little bit more about your album.
Yeah, man. My album, sophomore album, is called Realm, and Realm, it actually translates to the word kingdom.
Okay.
And everybody has their inner kingdom, which they confide in, trying to find the things that satisfy them in order to nurture that garden within their soul.
Yeah.
And it comes without saying, like, always looking deeper. This album has a lot of notes of talking about signs and butterfly effects, and ultimately it's one of those things that I've come to realize. I've always given glory to God, but this is one of those things where it's like me being in Oklahoma, me kind of looking for more towards all this music. It's honed it all in, and I've been able to put it in this album. So this album is huge. This album is about feeling. It's about vibrations. It's about really understanding what music does to you and how it impacts you on a soulful level, not just surface level, not just trends and all this stuff. It's everything to me. There's so much trials and tribulations towards making the albums, ups and downs, even when it comes to the business of it, production, lyrics, life, family, politics, all those things, you kind of factor in when it comes to being unapologetically you. So when I think about it now, it's like, man, this album has fulfilled the note that I was looking to hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like a song that you always sing, and then there's one part of the song that you never really hit. And it's like you finally hit that note. And I think I definitely, have reached that point with this album, for sure.
And even just hearing you perform those songs, I don't know you personally, but I feel like I got to know you just through the record itself.
Thank you. And I feel like that's what, music is supposed to do. It's supposed to, build a strong connection with the performer and the listener, because, have you ever watched a movie and then right after the movie you feel so invigorated? Like if it's a karate movie, you can do karate. Or it's like that's what I strive for. So the fact that you even feel as if though you kind of know me on another level, I'm glad that the music has done that, for sure.
What albums were you listening to while making this album?
To be honest, I don't necessarily really listen to music outside of the music I'm making while I'm like creating this art.
Wow, so you really honed down.
Yeah, I'm honing in. I'm locked in. Because sometimes I feel as if though that can kind of sway you in a line subconsciously to where you're kind of doing things for not for yourself, but for like the things you're like inputting into your brain and your subconscious. That being said, it's like obviously you skim by and you stumble upon certain albums, and I would say like I actually was listening to a lot of Afrobeat music. I like to like kind of pride myself on like being a Renaissance man, a man of like many different corners and stuff like that, or maybe even borderless, like not even corners. And it's more so just production. Like I was just listening to like I would listen to this production and fuse it with this, and I think it's gotten to a point where you can hear it on a lot of these tracks where you have like South African log drums on the same song. You have trap synths and shit like that. So it wasn't more so like an artist or album, but it was more so like production and regional music. Especially I'm African, so just tapping into the motherland is something that has helped me just kind of hone my compass a little bit more, for sure.
So we had a conversation off camera, and you've told me that you're from Florida.
Yes, sir.
Did the music scene from Florida kind of shape your style or your taste in any way?
Out in Florida, we have this thing called crank music, and it's like a certain type of dance that goes with it too. But it's one of those things where you just let the music kind of like just move through you. In Florida, a lot of different regions will either speed up music or slow down music. Even on the intro of this album, like I have Florida remnants in there of like a certain like DJ calling where it's like, come on, baby.
Gotcha.
And that's Florida
some,
through
like DJ drama.
So it's like Florida through and through. And then on songs like Validate, like you have that pocket of that Floridian rhythm, like it's just like party, hot, palm trees, all that, and it's really shaped me just overall, just to understand how powerful dance music is too. I say it was one of the main proponents of this album too. Like I don't know if you know who Tom G is, but like Tom G, Doechii is from Tampa. So it's crazy because like Florida and all has like a distinct identity, but it can kind of trickle off into different area. So yeah, for sure. Florida's amazing. Florida lit.
And now you're OKC. How's the music scene over there? You Thunder fan?
I'll tell you this, man. In terms of being a Thunder fan, I feel like I'm beginning to champion the Thunder. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't on no bandwagon just because they won. But, you know, just with the people I'm around, like Pat CC, he's a Thunder guy. So, you know, like I see him rooting for that. So it started kind of rubbing off on me. But, you know, in terms of Oklahoma in itself, it has been a big shift for me. Like, I was in Chicago before I moved to Florida, and before I moved to Oklahoma. First, like, year and a half there, I was like, man, ain't nothing here. Like, what is this? But what it did, it caused me to kind of like recenter and like really lock in into, like, it caused me to lock in actually more internally. Because, like, when you realize the things outside aren't really kind of playing a part in your thought process, and you're always searching for it, but you're not finding it, you start to realize, like, man, like, let me lock in, like, deeply, emotionally. And I feel like that's one of the things that's kind of chiseled me more, especially from a faith-based standpoint, like understanding that I'm here for a reason. I always like tell this small story, like in Oklahoma, there's this billboard that says Oklahoma loves Edmond, and my first name is Edmond. Okay. And it's just like crazy because that's like a sign, it's like a butterfly effect. Like, maybe I should be here. Right. And it's like I'm driving to church, and I see that, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And the church that I go to is called IVCC, and we're building a studio in Oklahoma called Ivy League, and then Pat CC is like, that's the reason why I'm here, and it's CC, so it's like IVCC. And I remember my boy Nick asked me, he's like, yo, what church you go to? And I'm like, I go to IVCC, and he was like, isn't that kind of funny? I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like, IVCC, and it's like Ivy League, CC. I'm like, whoa, like, it just kind of took me aback, like, man, when you really look at like the butterfly effects and the signs, you start to realize like nothing really is by chance. Like, you really start to look like in the deeper fabrics of life, and you start to understand, like, man, if you take heed and you start to like really keep 10 toes on the ground and move forward and ask God to like lead you and make way in your life, you'll start to realize like all of these things, even me talking to you, will probably make sense.
So you did mention Patrick CC. How did you meet Patrick CC?
Crazy, man. He used to do this thing where he listened to people's music, and I would submit to there, and I put some money and send it to him. I first sent like a troll song, bro, just to see if it was real, not to toot my own horn, but like the troll song was still fire. He was like, this shit kind of hard. And he put it on a playlist. So I was like, okay, all right, at least my coin ain't going to something like stupid, you feel me? So I started sending him more, and then one of them just went crazy. He listened to it on stream. Everybody was like, nah, this shit crazy, boom, boom, boom. And he had hit me up, and we did a little campaign over it. I want to say that was like almost 4.5 years ago. After that, we did our own thing. I came out with my own album, freshman album, Stu. He had listened to my album, and he just ended up reconnecting with me. From there, it was just like, nah, like, this the homie.
It's really beautiful to see your guys' relationship stemming from music, and it's crazy. Still from music, you know?
And it's all rooted in connection, bro. So yeah, it's crazy how you put it like that, for sure.
What's your top 3 dream collabs?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Okay, man, I would love to work with Sade. Shout out Sade.
Shout out to her.
Don Toliver.
Hey, Houston native.
You feel me?
Yeah,
you feel me? Shout out Houston, man. Bob Marley.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, man. He got a whole lot of Bob Marleys running around. We gotta find them.
Yeah. Who did you listen to growing up?
Yeah, okay, so I listened to a lot of, Bob Marley for sure. My pops was always playing Bob Marley, Lucky Dubé, always playing a lot of African artists. Rest in peace, Daddy Lumba. Yeah, a lot of high life music, which comes from the western region of Africa, Ghana. Yeah. Kanye, a lot of G-Unit. My older brother would listen to G-Unit a lot, like 50 Cent and all that. And bro, man, a lot of beats. Honestly, I even had like a dubstep phase, bro. So
dude, I feel like we all did,
bro. You know,
like 2011, 2010. We all had bro. Like that really
insane.
Weird dubstep.
Shit was insane, bro. Yeah, for sure. So just to kind of, it's so far range, it's widely ranged that I can't really put it on a pinpoint, but. Yeah, man, just a wide array, bro.
It's crazy how like your surroundings, like your friends and family, could really influence. Like,
yeah, man, for sure. Like even the things you get into, like skateboarding has a really deep music culture or music attachment to it. Like and even playing the games, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater or Skate, like the soundtracks on there, you start to realize like, yo, some of these songs is fire. So yeah, it's funny how music just is attached to what you do too. Yeah,
honestly, like everything.
Everything, bro. Music is everything.
Yeah. So I'll wrap it up. So what's your message you want to give out to everybody that's watching right now?
I would say God is real. Strengthen your inner truth. You feel me? Don't let that waver. Find the things that you resonate with in life, and try your best to conquer fulfillment. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't try, like, life is about fulfillment, and like it could be the smallest thing that fulfills you. But if that thing is potent, you know, you do that, and you do that with a clear mind and a clear heart, and be unapologetic, be aggressive, be strong, be bold, and just keep going. Yeah.
You want to do last minute plugins?
For sure. Sound Revolution. This is Quay the Artist, aka Black Star Boy. We are here in Houston, Texas. We just wrapped up my show. You can find me on the gram at Black Star Boy. You can find me throughout all my social medias as Black Star Boy or Quay the Artist, KWE the Artist. And yeah, my new album Realm is out now. The only way you can get it is on my website, or you find me at one of these shows, man. Much love.
Appreciate it, man.
My boy Jason. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.